Thanks to all the Despair Girls, we know the closest person to every character from Danganronpa 1. Let's start with Hiro this time. His most important person is his mother, as seen in the hit list. For Kyoko, it's her grandfather. For Toko, it's her pet buck. Byakuya is his butler. For Hina and Makoto, it's their sibling. For Sakura, it's Kenshiro and her family. For Celestia, it's her cat. For Taka, it's his father. Hifumi, his older sister. Mondo, his second in command from his biker gang. For Chihiro, is his dad. He isn't fatherless after all. For 11037, it's his cousin. And finally, for Sayaka, it's her team. But it doesn't stop there, because there are so much more motives to cover. Let's go back to Yasuhiro for a second. This fucking idiot is literally $8 million in debt. So his motive would literally be money. You could say the same for Celestia, however, her motive goes a bit farther. Some characters in the series have a secret identity that they don't want to have revealed, which could result into being a motive. Celestia's true identity could be a motive for her in the 3rd chapter, which was also the case for Toko in the 2nd chapter. Both Celestia and Toko were both not who they were in reality. However, you couldn't say the same for Kyoko. Let me explain. Kyoko's talent is being a detective. She purposely hid that fact to prevent herself from getting killed, as being a detective puts you in a high-risk position. Let's go over some confirmed motives. For Sayaka, it's her K-pop group's whereabouts. And her motive worked successfully because she attempted to kill 11037, but she failed. For Chihiro, it's the reveal of his gender, because everybody thinks Chihiro is a girl, while in reality, he's a boy. For Mondo, it's the fact that he fucking killed his brother. And for Makoto's motive, it displayed that he was wetting his bat till 5th grade. Now let's go back to a few theories we have. 11037 never really wanted to be a baseball player but a rock star, so what if his motive contained a chance to become one after successfully killing and escaping? But instead, he chose to...
You can't prove anything, asshole! 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 Asshole!
What does he even say?
That weed was fucking retarded!
About Hifumi, Monokuma would threaten to reveal his browser history. Kiyotaka's is a bit more sensitive than Hifumi's though. Kiyotaka's grandfather was the Prime Minister of Japan and did a lot of illegal things while being the Prime Minister. It would be a damn shame if all these crimes would have come to light. At least for Kiyotaka's honor and pride. And lastly, something that also shouldn't have come to light was Sakura's true role in the Killing Game. We don't have much info on the characters on the 2nd Killing Game. You could say that the imposter's motive would literally be his identity, because he is an imposter. Anyway, let's go further. So for my hero and Fuyuhiko, I would have said that their closest person and obviously their motive would have been Sato and Natsumi, I guess. I really forgot her name. But they're both fucking dead, so that doesn't work. We all know that Teruteru's motive is his mom and what happened to the Hanamura diner. He fucking murdered his mom though. I have little to no information to Hiyoko and Ibuki, so I'm gonna assume the most important things to them are their family and Ibuki's band. Mikan's motive would probably be... In case you don't know, Nekomaru is chronically ill and won't live past 20, so a motive for him would have been a cure. The most important thing to Gundam would have probably be his pets. I mean, it's kind of obvious. But what if you have nothing to live for? No, it's not your turn, Ryoma. I'm talking about Nakito. What if his motive video was empty? Like, literally nothing. Would the despair that gives him be the motive for him to kill someone? Well, not for Haji memes at least, because his motive would probably be a chance to leave the reserve course and enter the part of Hope's Peak where only talented people are allowed to enter. And like most other motives, it shows the most important thing in their lives in a state where it's unclear to determine the state of the person. For Sonia, it would not be a person, not a group, but her entire nation in ruins, which is clearly the case for Kirumi. Her motive contained every single citizen of Japan as she is the Prime Minister. It's also safe to assume that Kirumi's motive is somewhat similar to Taka's motive, as they both have some relation to the Prime Minister. There isn't much information about Kaede, but I would assume that the most important person to her would be her parents, and the same would go for Gonta. However, it's not their parents, it's his wolf family. Korekio's sister is dead and he's fatherless, so he probably doesn't have anyone important to him. However, someone who isn't fatherless is Miyu. Her motive video showed her parents whom she wants to impress. That's why she became an inventor in the first place. However, in the 4th chapter, it became clear that her motive of killing is her learning the truth about the Gova project. And that's why I want to move on to Gonta. Gonta's motive to kill was to prevent everyone from seeing the truth of the outside world. He killed Miyu more out of mercy instead of pure malicious intent. Angie's motive video could have contained a Tua or a whole ass island. Talking about family, Rentaro and Kibo are very similar. Rentaro's 12 sisters went missing, so it's safe to assume that their locations would be the contents of Rentaro's motive video. Kibo's motive video could have contained his curator. Tsumugi is a serial little Danganronpa fan, so her motive could have contained Team Danganronpa. The most important person, Tenko, is ironically a male. Tenko's master and her temple could have been in grave danger in her motive video. And obviously, if she wants to confirm that fact or if she wants to save them, she has to kill and escape. As seen in Kaito's motive video, the most important person to him are his grandparents. However, like Nekomaru, it could have also contained a cure for his illness. If he escapes, that is. Shuichi's motive video could have contained this dude who we saw in the prologue escaping and going for his family. Like many other characters, Maki has a secret identity that she doesn't want anyone to find out. This could work perfectly as a motive, as who is the most important person to her? Probably her orphanage. Speaking about family, Himiko would definitely have her mom as the most important person in the world to her. And last but not least, we have Kokichi. We all know that his motive video contained his goons. But like Gonta, he knew the truth of the outside world. And because he is less stupid than Gonta, Kokichi actually knew what it meant. After seeing that horrible truth, Kokichi had no intention to win the killing game anymore, because there was no point in winning it anyway. The only thing Kokichi could do, and did, was stalling the killing game as long as possible to prevent any more murders.